All right, we are recording. Steve, Angeline, thanks, man, for being here. I am so excited to share with the real estate agents across the globe what I believe, and I think you believe, the absolute best marketing tool, the best lead generation marketing tool for real estate agents ever, 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 ever. And it is called Banner Season. So Steve, what I wanted to do today is you certainly have mastered this banner season process, this marketing system. And what I wanted to do is walk the people through how you're using the system,
Sure.
what your strategy is, how they can do the same thing. And just for all of you that are watching this, I'm going to put a link right beneath this video because I'm positive you're going to want to sign up for banner season so you can start using this right away to get listings. And there's a link to Steve's referral code right underneath this video. You're going to need that to sign up for banner season, and we'll make it super simple for you guys to do so. So Steve, welcome back, my good friend. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, Brandon. Thanks for having me, and I look forward to giving the folks out there a little bit different spin on how I'm doing things.
I love it. It's going to be super exciting. So first and foremost, you are in the what market are you in? Because I always get it screwed up. That place where you live, I always get it screwed up.
Yeah, so Northern Virginia, which is right outside of Washington, D.C. and Maryland.
Got it. Cool. And so with just high level real quick to kick things off to get people excited, you have off air, we were talking, you have about 6 million or so in business, actives and pendings.
Yep.
Through the marketing that we're going to teach these people here in just a second. Is that right?
Yep, that's correct. And I've been an agent for exactly 2 years.
Awesome.
Yep.
And you project that moving forward with this banner season marketing campaign, that you're going to be able to do $8 to $10 million in new business, new listings over the course of the next 12 months. Is that kind of your goal?
That is correct. Yep.
Cool.
Very much so.
All right. So you and I had met, I don't know, about a year and a half ago now, and you started prospecting and cold calling. Walk people through, and this is what's so good about this video, because if you guys are watching this, Steve no longer is doing that. So tell them about your journey with prospecting and cold calling.
Sure. So just very quickly, I got into real estate because my 23-year-old son at that time wanted to get into real estate. I had run my own business for 40 years of importing baseball hats from China. My oldest son took that business over, and I essentially was retired. Finally understanding how to use the smart TV. And my wife of 35 years said, oh, Dad'll do real estate with you, Jake. And I was like, what? And so, but then I realized, okay, how hard is real estate, right? It can't be that hard. So got licensed in late summer of 2018, immediately with Keller Williams, immediately started doing 2 triple line dialers, calling 5,000 people a week, 20,000 people in a month. Did that for 3 months. We did 60,000 phone calls. We talked to almost exactly 1%, 600.
Okay.
So 600 out of 60,000. Out of the 600, not one listing appointment. And I hated it. I hated cold calling. Never had done it. I hated the abuse. I hate when I get cold calls.
Sure.
So it made me feel scummy. It made me feel terrible. For the first time in my life, I realized I was having anxiety about it.
Wow.
And I told my son, I said, look, if we can't figure this out, you might have to do something else because I'm not going to put myself through this.
Yeah.
I realized that 80% of the agents who get in this business fail. I heard that statistic. And I'm saying, well, what are they doing? They're cold calling. But 80% fail. Why are they doing it? So I figured that I needed to come up with a different way. So met you in December of 2018, loved your program about reverse selling, coming from value, started making those calls again because I felt good about cold calling.
Sure.
I then ran into the problem that they didn't answer the phones in my area. Maybe they
Right.
do. I talked to Nick, who works with you, with Brookstone, and they answer the phone out in Michigan. In this area, they don't. I then started talking to some FSBOs and realizing that they were having separate lines for their FSBO listing. They were using burner phones.
Wow.
I only thought drug dealers use burner phones. So now it's drug dealers and FSBOs use burner phones, okay?
There you go.
So I then realized, well, I needed to do my 20 previews per month to be successful with your program, right? 20 to 25.
Yep.
So then I started going to open houses and worked out great. FSBO open houses worked out fantastic. So last year, 2019, did 5.2 million in sales with 3.7 of it in FSBOs, all from open houses. I stopped calling. I stopped texting them, strictly going to open houses. And I thought, well, heck, 2020, I'll do 10 million just by going to open houses. And I wasn't killing myself.
Sure.
I was doing between 4 to 6 a weekend, 2 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday, or the reverse. Well, then COVID-19 hit, and that put an end to the open houses. And not only did it put an end to the open houses, but now you had to stay in your house. And then I realized, wait a minute, I'm in that get it and die group because I'm 64 years old. And I says, I'm now an elderly guy. What the hell just happened? So it was like, WTF, what's going on? So I then kind of said, okay, if 80% of these people are failing, I can't do open houses. Okay, I should be smart enough to figure out a different way to do this. You had mentioned in January about banner season, okay? And you kind of took it in a different direction. And so I educated up.
Yeah.
I said, I'm going to get on. I'm going to learn about banner season. It took 2 or 3 days. I was driving that guy crazy with my questions, but never met him. It was all by text. So I figured, I'll just keep answering him questions. And now it's boomed because I've learned the system through trial and error of what I was doing wrong in the beginning, what I'm doing right. I am with 100% brokerage like Brookstone. We had talked about that when you started Brookstone. So my banner season for FSBOs focuses on commission. But my banner season approach now to expires, absentees, takes on a different life. So banner season is for everything.
Yeah.
It's for anybody. If you're with the more established brokers where you have limits of 3%, 6%, 5%, wherever you got to be, it can work for you. If you're with 100% brokerage, it can take a whole different avenue with that. So I'm excited. I've been getting a lot of calls of people in the group that want to talk about banner season and what I'm doing, and happy to share that with you.
Cool. That's great. So that takes us to present day. So let's talk about, Steve, why banner season is working so well for you and for me and for everybody that's using it. And I think for me, it's because, and we'll get into some of the marketing stuff, but certainly there's a lot of agents out there in the marketplace. A lot of them are calling people. So you're right. The for sale by owners, the expireds, they don't pick up the phone like they used to. So when they get something in the mail, we're talking about putting direct mail on steroids, and they get marketing in the mail with a specific message. We know we could put our value proposition right in front of the homeowner with 100% certainty. Right. Let's talk about why direct mail is making this comeback, why it's being so powerful. And for me, it's what I just said is text message, you don't know if they're going to read it. Email, you don't know if they're going to read it. You don't know if they're going to listen to your voicemail. They're not picking up the phone. So what are you supposed to do? And so for me, that's why we're going all in on direct mail as well. But what is your opinion why it works so well?
Kind of interesting. So the number one reason why I think it works for me is when the person gets it, I personalize it with a picture of their house.
Yeah.
On the large piece that you were just showing, okay, I put a picture of the house on the front. I put a picture of the house on the back.
It's great.
On the greeting card, same thing. Front and back has a picture of their house. Postcard has a picture of their house on the front and back. So number one, you get that. They open it up and it's like, that's a picture of my house.
Yeah.
That's on there. So I've actually taken a step further what you did, Brandon. I've shrunk down my message on the front of it, and more have a picture of their house on it.
Right. Right.
And I received a phone call from a FSBO one day, and the lady says, hi, this is so-and-so, 123 Main Street. I'd like to talk to you about your program. I said, great. I said, she goes, but I'm not going to list with you. And I says, okay.
Yeah.
I says, are you going to complain about getting my stuff in the mail? She goes, no. She goes, I have been in marketing for 35 years, and this is the best literature I've ever seen. And I go, but you're not going to list with me. She goes, no, because I actually got a contract on the house. And I says, oh, congratulations. She goes, can I offer you some things that you might want to change? I says, please. And she's the one that kind of told me, make your message a little bit smaller,
Right.
and have my house bigger on there.
Yeah.
And she goes, and she told me some other things to clean up, which I did and actually made sense. So one, I can personalize it, and it takes just a matter of minutes.
Yeah.
You know, right now I can get on banner season. I can do the big piece, which is called a giga, the greeting card and the postcard. I can get it set up with a picture of their house, program it out for the 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, get their address in there, do all that, and be done in less than 10 minutes per FSBO.
And the thing is with that, like you're saying, is if people sign up for the gold membership, I think it's $50 a month.
Correct.
They can send out the 4x6 postcards for free.
Yeah.
Banner Season is doing that you're only paying postage, which is on these postcards. I think it's 37 cents.
You're 100%
And so
correct. Yeah.
I took what we were doing with our campaign, which it used to be, I think it was $16, $17 for a full 8-week campaign to an expired listing and to a for sale by owner or absentee. We brought that way down to like $6.20 for a full-blown direct mail marketing campaign per lead. Now, let's talk to the people about what we're talking about here. So when you guys go to bannerseason.com and you sign up for a gold membership, it's a no-brainer. You're going to use Steve's link. They have what they call campaigns. And it's just like everyone's heard about an email drip campaign. Imagine putting a direct mail system on a drip. And so to Steve's point, you go into Banner Season, you sign up, or you set up all these marketing pieces to go out over the course of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 months, whatever you want. It's automatic. You set it up on a campaign. That's what we're talking about here. And so, Steve, you're putting the for sale by owner's house or the expired listings house right on the envelope, which we're going to start doing. And then, so it says, wow, look at that. It's super creative. And then inside on the messaging part is where we're communicating our value proposition, which causes them to pick up the phone and schedule a listing consultation with you. Is that right?
Yep. And also on the piece itself inside the envelope has the picture of their house.
Great.
You know, so I'm doing it a little bit different. I originally led off with the Giga, the big piece, which is round numbers $5.
Yep.
The problem is I realized by your teaching, FSBOs flip between 40 and 80 days.
Yeah.
So I then realized I was kind of wasting $5 up front.
Sure.
So now in playing with it, my program, my Banner Season program, which is mine, is that I mail Banner Season every Tuesday and Friday. And I will set them up on an 8-week program.
Okay.
And what that looks like is a greeting card goes out on a Tuesday.
Okay.
The postcard goes out Friday, Tuesday, Friday. And then I repeat it. So they get another greeting card, postcard on Friday, Tuesday, Friday.
Sure.
So and the question comes up, but yeah, you're sending them the same thing. That's okay. That's okay. Just
Perfect.
repetition, repetition, repetition. After the 8-week program, which is, you know, you got 8 weeks in there, you've done approximately 50 some days. Okay. You know, with that is that now I send them the Giga. So now they're just about ready to flip. So
Yeah.
I do a Giga postcard, postcard, postcard.
Smart. Super
If
smart.
they're still on the market, after that, I then do a personal letter that I mail myself
Okay.
with a $1 greeting lottery card.
Yeah. Well, let me, I don't know if you knew this. I just found this out. I'm going to actually, this will be a great mastermind for anybody watching this video. Like Steve and I are going in some pretty deep conversation here. Inside Banner Season, Steve, is now you can send out personalized letters. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
So they just started this. So let me show you. So
I'm being educated. I like it.
yeah, that's what we're all about, right? Educating each other, educating the world. So in Banner Season, under Document Center, this is a brand new tab.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
You can upload a Word document. So now I've got my for sale by owner letter that is part of the campaign.
Yep.
And I have the expired letter.
Yep.
So what mine looks like, let me show people inside mine and what this looks like. So you go in the campaign builder. So as an example, the for sale by owner, I'll show you here, edit campaign. So mine is set up on a 6-week rotation. Okay. And so everyone can see my screen.
Yep.
So I am still sending out the gigagram first. And like Steve says, it's $4.89 or $5. So they get that first. As soon as we put the for sale by owner in there, we are going to start putting the houses on the front.
Yep.
Then they get 4 postcards, which again, the postcards are free. And actually, it looks like it's only 30 cents for postage now.
Yeah, because you're at a higher level.
Yeah, that's right.
Your frequency. So mine's 37. Yeah.
Okay. So these are 30 cents, 30 cents, 30 cents, 30 cents. So that, what is that? That's a 60, I don't know. You could probably
$1.20.
$1.20 plus $5. So I'm at $6. And then the letter is 70 cents to send out. So they get this on the 6th week. Right. And then this is my 6-week kind of rotation. So the whole program is like $6.50 per lead.
Yeah. So I'm just a hair different than you. So I run a 75-day program.
Okay.
And the 75 days includes 20 touches.
That's great.
Okay. And my total cost for that is less than $15 for 20 touches.
Great.
The beauty of it is you can always go in and cancel anything that wasn't sent already if they sell or they list with somebody or they go off the market with that. And then what I do, Brandon, is on a very simple Word document that I'll be happy to share with anybody that signs up or has questions with this, is that I stagger mine so that what happens is that when I learned this the hard way, I'm following 60 FSBOs.
Yeah.
And all 60 are on Banner Season.
Okay.
Well, they all ended on the same day. Now I'm blowing my brains out trying to take care of everybody on the same day. Okay. So what I did was I staggered mine. Some are on 4 weeks, some are on 6 weeks, some are on 8 weeks. So they're all ending. So at any given time on a 1 week, I'm only taking care of 10 have to be refreshed. Or 20 have to be instead of 60.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. So now let's go into some more nitty gritty for these guys that are watching this, Steve. So let me give you guys a couple examples. So the first thing you're going to need to do in order to kind of set up their campaign is you're going to need to get some lead sources. So you can use Vulcan 7 or the Red X or just Zillow or whatever, but we're sending direct mail to absentee owners. That's one of our lead sources that Steve and I both use.
Yep.
So we have a campaign, which is right here on the screen for our absentee owners.
Yep.
You guys can see what that looks like. We talked about for sale by owners, and so we've got a for sale by owner campaign that we send out. And then we've got our expired campaign that we send out.
Yep.
And then both you and I have our listing presentation built on banner season as well, that we can send this out as a pre-listing package where this is all, the envelope is also designed 8.5 by 11. It looks beautiful when it goes out in the mail. So you got to go get some lead sources from somewhere to put into your banner season account. And then it's really, really simple.
Yeah. So with the $50 program, what is impressive there is that you get unlimited address book.
Oh, that's right.
You can load those up, which is extremely helpful. The other thing that I've learned with this, Brandon, is that when I had Caitlin, your designer, Caitlin Carroll, she designed all my stuff for me. $100, whatever it was, but she understands banner season.
That's right.
So she made sure everything would look fantastic going out the door. In our group, I've heard some of the people say, I wasn't impressed with this, I wasn't impressed with that. That's because they tried to design it.
That's right.
Instead of having a professional do it.
So keep going. I'm going to pull up. So anybody that's watching this that wants our design, Steve's design or my design, our designer that Steve's talking about, she made a website. And if you just go to remarketingstore.com, all of our designs, did you know about this website, Steve?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's where I found her. Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys can just go to this website and Caitlin will make all of your designs for you. And actually, I think she's still even putting them into your banner season account for you. Is that right?
She's getting us set up. She made it easy.
Yeah.
And she got it set up and everything. And I've tweaked it since then.
Me too.
I tweak it a lot because, fortunately I'm with 100% brokerage.
Yeah.
I don't lose anything. So I have one whole set of items strictly focusing on commission.
Sure.
And because I have that flexibility, and she designed everything to really focus on sending out the picture of the house that I'm dealing with and making that super easy on how to do that. Like I said, 10 minutes, I can put a new FSBO in and put them on a 4, 6, or 8 week program. 10 minutes, it's done. I get 10 to come on the market. So 2 hours, I'm done. Brandon, the best thing that banner season has allowed me is that I'm a morning guy. I see some of the people in the group, you got them taking them cold showers at 5 o'clock in the morning. Okay, in my day, we took a cold shower for a different reason. Okay,
Sure.
I don't know where you're going with that cold shower thing, but between 5 and 8 in the morning, I'm done prospecting.
Right, it's amazing.
It's done. 9 o'clock comes, I'm on to doing something else.
It's great.
Because let's face it, you're supposed to prospect in the morning. That's what everybody teaches, right?
Yep.
What's the first thing that falls out of bed when we get busy?
Oh, prospecting.
Prospecting. And what's the first thing that we use as an excuse to fall out of bed? Prospecting.
That's right.
But between 5 and 8, 5 and 9 in the morning, there's no excuse.
Yeah.
I do all my FSBOs Monday and Thursday, which allows me, if I got to cancel any mailings that are going out on the following day, to go in there and do it.
Yeah.
And so I literally do all my FSBOs 8 hours a week on the Monday and the Thursday. So the mailings are set on Tuesdays and Fridays. Just repeat it.
Well, the thing is, what you're talking about is leverage.
Yeah.
This is leveraged lead generation. You're having a piece of technology take the place of your time. So you bought back a bunch of time
Yep.
And instead of beating your head on the ground, right, with making phone calls or whatever it is, you've got a piece of technology that you've leveraged now to communicate with all the for sale by owners, all
Yep.
the expireds, and you know with 100% certainty they're going to see your message, period.
Yep.
And it's
Yep.
up to them to engage you or not.
Yeah. The real proof for me was last Tuesday. Tuesday morning, got a call from a FSBO, and I have a certain way. I'm highly organized.
Yeah.
And I am organized to a T, and be happy to share that with how I do it with anybody. Guy called me, and within 30 seconds, I had a hard copy of his listing in my hand.
Wow.
So I could talk educated about it. And he said, I've been getting your mailings. He's been on the market 48 days.
Okay.
I've been getting your mailings. Your stuff is quality. I know you'll do a good job for me. I want you to come list me.
Wow.
$900,000 house. Which, hey, as a hunter, which we are, bam.
That's
okay.
great.
I'm on cloud 9, 2:00 in the afternoon. I get another call from another FSBO saying, hey, I'm at, Timber Rock. I go, I know your property. Give me just 2 minutes. Oh, yeah, I got my paper right here. I said, I see you've been on the market now about 71 days. He said, 71 days. How many people have you come by and seen it besides agents? One. Any offers? None. I go, are you ready to list? Yes. And he says, and I got to tell you, where'd you get the picture of my house to put it on all my stuff?
Yeah.
And I go, from your ad. He goes, oh, you're right.
Yeah.
That was a $600,000 house. On Tuesday, I took $1.5 million in listings.
Wow.
All because, and they both mentioned banner season.
It's amazing. Well, and then the other thing, that's just incredible. I mean, you've just leveraged all of your lead generation. And on top of that, you also know how to sell. So when they call you, you know what to say to set the appointment. And then when you go there, you know how to get the contract signed. And so you got a nice, well-oiled business. The sky's the limit for you. I mean, when you put expires and absentee owners and you start adding all these lead sources, I mean, how many listings are you taking right now based on this new strategy, did you say?
I'm going to take about 20 listings this year that will total somewhere between $8 and $10 million. I've got 6 million in the loop, either closed, pending, or listed. And fortunately, in my area outside Washington, D.C., if you get a listing, it will sell. Yeah. It will sell unless you've screwed it up.
That's great.
Somehow. So I'm excited. So right now on banner season, FSBOs, I am tracking 75 FSBOs that are on a program. I'm tracking 150 absentee owners, which 3 of those have already converted to listings this year. Expires, every month there's 50 or 75 of them that come up. And then I have my entire farm area of 1,100 houses set up on banner season every month.
It's phenomenal.
So I'm not calling anybody. Take no offense. I know you're a caller. Okay.
Sure, no. Hey, this is what works for everybody. Yeah.
I truly believe in our group that there's probably about 50% of the people in our group that have anxiety about calling.
Absolutely.
And I got to tell you, at 60 some years old, I wasn't going to go through that anxiety.
Yeah.
Some people thrive on it. I don't. I found a way to do it and do it right, and make money at it.
It's phenomenal. I love it. I love what you're doing. And the thing that, because banner season's new to kind of all of us, is we haven't even experienced the compound effect of this yet. Like, we've only been doing this for a couple of months.
Right.
Imagine when you've been mailing to all these people for 6 months, 12 months, 18 months.
Yes.
I mean, who knows how big this can get, because it's such a leveraged activity. So that's what I'm excited for myself and for you too, and whoever else is going to use this powerful platform it's really the sky's the limit.
I've even now set up my past 21 sales,
Yes.
okay, from now is 19 months. I've set them up now on a banner season gift program
Right.
that every 6 months they get from me a gift. Is it brownies or is it the little cakes? I spend $10.
Yeah.
$10 on them. I'll spend $400 on those customers. 2 of them have already given me referrals that have turned into a sale for this year already.
Wow.
Just following up with past customers. So I'm using that. So I'm trying to think outside the box.
Right.
I did my listing presentation. This is my listing presentation that I've actually now had banner season print 10 of these. It cost me $50.
Yep.
And I had them send them to me all at one time. So now I have these, and on the outside of the envelope, don't know if you can see this, but I put the houses that I've sold on there.
Yeah, it's great.
And so now what I'm doing with my listing presentation is that if I have the time, I'm going on a listing presentation next Friday.
Yeah.
I've already had banner season do my giga with a picture of the house I'm going to try to get to sell, both on the envelope and on the front of the giga, the back of the giga, and I'm having it mailed to me. So
Right.
when I leave that listing presentation, I'm going to say, oh, I've put this together for you. This is all the information that we've gone over. Here it is.
And
When
a
I
nice
walk out the
package
door.
with their house on it. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, and done that. I'll spend that $5.
Absolutely.
And yes, I get it. Okay, I've had success. I've had marketing money now come available.
Yeah.
But to foul 300 FSBOs and spend an average of $10 is $3,000 to follow that. Using your numbers, which that's how it worked out in 2019, that's how it's tracking in 2020, I'm going to get about 5 to 8 listings out of every 100.
Yeah.
That's going to give me the 15 to 18 to 20 listings. Yes, I will spend $3,000 of all that commission to put it back into business to get more.
Me too.
So, yeah.
It's a simple math equation. Would you put 3,000, that 3,000 is going to yield you how many, tens of thousands of dollars in return.
Yeah. And I know that you have a connection with RedX. I understand that. And more power to you. I've never paid for a lead for FSBOs.
Because you're just using Zillow, right?
I actually use Trulia because
I
they're a little bit easier to work, and I know they're part of Zillow. I get that.
Sure.
But I like their presentation better.
Absolutely.
So I don't pay for leads. I know a lot of agents who are struggling are paying for those leads.
Yeah.
I do it the old-fashioned way. I print out the first 2 pages of every FSBO. I handwrite my notes on there. And also, too, by reading the listing, I probably saved myself 10 mailings because in that listing, it tells me something. It's an agent who's listing their own house. They're a serial lister. I keep my notes. I'm not going to send it to it. They're serial listing now for 5 years trying to sell their $1 million house.
Right.
So I save myself money.
Yeah.
By getting on Truly and learning that. So just, and happy to share this with anybody as we've talked about. I think that this is a fantastic program that can help agents. And when we talk on Thursday in the group, I hear that anxiety in these people. And it can help.
I mean, the reality, you're right, Steve. I mean, the reality is there's a very small percentage of real estate agents that are going to prospect over the phone in such a way for them to get a great result. I mean, that's the reality. It's going to be a very, very small percentage. Right. And so this program allows all these great people that are in this industry to go out there and still prospect and market for listings and be very successful. We're not talking about these programs being super, super expensive. We're talking about going to banner season, Signing up, it's $50 a month. And then we're talking about $6, $7, $8 for a full-blown marketing campaign to get a listing.
Yep.
It's not super expensive.
No, and you know what? The gig is $5.
Yeah.
The greeting card's $1 and a nickel.
Yeah.
The postcard's 37 cents.
Yep.
I mean, you can even do it on the cheap.
Yeah, you can.
For $2 or $3.
Yeah, you can. That's a really good point.
And send them, you can send them 6 postcards for a little over $2.
Yeah.
And space it out and send them a couple times a week.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't send a gig in the beginning, because I look at $5 and I said, I can send them 10 postcards and 2 greeting cards for that one price of a gig.
That's true.
So I kind of, I look at this money wise too, which we need to.
Absolutely.
But it certainly, it fits into our program. I took your idea, I ran with it, and I've turned it into something very successful. And again, I will go back to doing open houses.
Yeah.
Just as soon as I know that the elderly like me are no longer going to die. Okay. Yeah. But I feel though that's probably not going to be until next year. It's probably not going to be until February or March.
Yeah, I agree. Well, so let's wrap this up. So for all of you that want to get started, again, I've got a link beneath this video. You can sign up with Banner Season. We put Steve's referral code. It's going to ask you to put that in. All you have to do is copy and paste. You'll get signed up. Sign up for the gold membership. It is an absolute no-brainer. It brings the cost of everything right down to nothing. Makes the postcards that we're talking about for free. You're just paying postage. And then if you have any questions for us, there's a couple of ways I guess you can get a hold of us or Steve. Do you want to give them your email address, Steve, or how do you want people to get in touch with you if they've got questions?
Yeah, the best is if they shoot me an email and we can schedule a time to talk.
Yeah.
My email's simple. It's Steve Angeline, ANGELINE at Verizon.net, VERIZON.net. It's easy. I think the people in the group know that I'm willing to spend the time with them. That's what led to this.
Yeah.
Was that when I talked to you, I says, Brandon, I'm getting buried. I'm talking to a lot of people. I want to help people, but we have to do something. And that's why we decided to do this video. And I'm willing to share all my stuff. I'm willing to share my system, get signed up for the Banner Season, and we can make this together. I will say one thing. If you are in Northern Virginia, everything that I've said in this video doesn't work. If you're in Northern Virginia, doesn't work. It won't help you. It's all a bunch of lies. But if you're outside of Northern Virginia, it works great. Okay.
That is so good. I love it. Well, very good. That was a lot of fun, Steve. Thank you so much. I guarantee you this is, people are going to love this video because we packed it with so much value. So thank you, sir. And I'll put Steve's email address along with his referral code to Banner Season beneath this video in the description. So make sure you guys go check that out. And I'm sure Steve and I will be doing a lot more training on Banner Season, how you can use it, how you can leverage this tool to get more listings. But until then, you guys stay safe out there, and we'll see you guys very, very soon. Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, Brandon.